What is a speech and noise test and why is it important? Great question. Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Maria Morrison, audiologist. I'm your expert in hearing healthcare. Now, when you go to an office that follows best practices, they're going to be doing speech and noise hearing tests because one of the most common complaints patients come into the office is that they can't understand conversations in noisy environments. Maybe it's coffee time after church, right? Maybe it's going to a restaurant with a loved one. When they get into background noise, everything kind of sounds garbled and difficult to get clarity. So it's important that we're testing their ability to understand speech and noise. As part of a full comprehensive hearing test, we're looking at how well does your ears collect the sound, right? Raise your hand or press the button when you hear the beep. That's just a basic, very, very basic hearing test. When you take it up another level, we're looking at, well, how well does the brain understand what the ears are sending it? And we do this in quiet, where we give you words to repeat in quiet, and in noise as well. Because again, if you're having difficulties hearing in noise, I need to know, one, is this because you have a hearing loss? Or two, is it because your brain is having difficulties understanding what the ear is sending it, having difficulties filtering and focusing, right? And so, or three, is it a combination of the two? So I wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what it's like to listen to a speech and noise test. So we'll start off with kind of an easier version of it, and then we'll show you a harder version. So here's the easy one.
The marsh will freeze when cold enough.
So that was the easy one. It said the marsh will freeze when cold enough. How well did you do? All right, let's try a more difficult one. So how did you do on that one? That one was probably a little bit more difficult, and it should have been because the background noise was louder. So if you're having trouble hearing in background noise, please go get your hearing evaluated. Make sure you're going to an office that follows best practices. If you live in the United States, you can go to hearingloss.com to find an office that's going to do a test like this, a speech and noise test. It's very important. It should be the standard. Unfortunately, it is not. And so you might go to some places that just do press the button when you hear the beep or repeat back words in quiet. That's not enough. You got to take it a step further and do the speech and noise test. All right, friends, if you have any questions on hearing healthcare related topics, please leave those in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.